That is a question that's hard to answer right now because I'm going to be answering it on a public forum.
It's hard to put into words for me, really.
It's fucking bullshit. Sorry, that was probably a little bit too much.
I didn't realize it was that big an issue.
Angry.
Angry?
Furious.
It's been quite an awakening.
Well, I think it's unfortunate.
I don't like it, to be honest.
Upset, I guess.
Disappointed and let down.
It's just horrifying. I don't understand how men have so little respect.
Men just don't get it anymore.
I'm not going to say that I feel really anything because
I hear them and I understand it. I don't have context for it.
It's hard because I'm not the one experiencing it.
I also disagree with what's going on with some guys who are already guilty by accusation. You know, that's wrong too.
Would Justin Bieber not be able to put a harassment suit out against tons of females, or Brad Pitt, or, I mean, I'm sure they get grabbed all the time.
Let's have some facts. You know, let's figure out what's actually going on first.
I feel helpless.
It can seem like you're one dude in this wave of bad dudes.
But I get it. I get why people feel so strongly about it.
Men are pigs.
I'm not insensitive or indifferent to it. It's more like, yeah. Like, why are we surprised?
Not surprised because I talk to a lot of my other male friends about it. And our conversations are, you know, sorry to say, lacking in nuance.
It's shocking on one hand, but it's also not shocking because we know a lot of this stuff. We've been complicit in our silence.
I think with each new one, it becomes even harder to be shocked.
Some of it's our own behavior.
It makes me feel at times ashamed to be a man.
It's something that I carry partial responsibility for because it's part of, men are very much a part of the problem.
I would like men to not be trash, but a bunch of them are. But I'm also a man.
In the gay world, we have a lot of gay men who just disrespect other people's bodies and just think that they can walk up and grope you and kiss you and hug you.
And this guy touched my butt, and it wasn't like a big thing, but I remember thinking, wow, I feel very violated. And this guy wasn't, you know, bigger than me or anything, but I felt a little bit like, I feel like I can't say anything. I feel very embarrassed. And then I imagined, what would a woman feel like if there's like a 6-foot guy and she's maybe 5'2", and how could she react?
And then I think about the women that I work with, the people around me, you know, like I'm protective over them.
Every woman that you know has been through this in some way.
There have been times where my partner has come home and had like maybe an altercation on the street with someone.
It's women and femmes and non-binary people being hurt and men not being hurt, not understanding and trying to like argue against it.
She's pretty, you know, adamant that it probably wouldn't have happened if she was male. And that's hard for me to wrap my head around.
I mean, my daughter is 2.5 years old. She'll be 3 in March. She has a twin brother. I, as an Indigenous man, have to worry for her in terms of missing and murdered Indigenous women.
Having a daughter or not having a daughter shouldn't be a crutch for knowing or not knowing that there are things that we need to do to help fix society.
Male-centricness and the assumption that because you're a man, you get to do or say or act the way that you want, I think is one of the things that, for me, it may not be the most angering, but I think it's certainly one of the most pernicious.
But then it also, on a different level, makes me very sad that like these men never had the education that they needed when they were like children.
Changing this thing that has been such a pervasive reality in our workplaces, in our communities, is really, really difficult.
Sometimes it feels like we get to a really useful place, and then Twitter has its way, and then I'm kind of like, ah.
It's unacceptable. In 2018, it's completely unacceptable.